So we are here and all set up at Lake Casablanca Park in Laredo, Texas. Laredo is a neat little town, and we have been checking out. There's Lilo. I apologize for shooting vertical like I was a TikTok girl. I must have been kind of tired when we got done setting up. This week we're in Laredo, Texas, which may be our biggest surprise so far. We're going to learn a little bit about the area and the people. We're going to talk about a couple of restaurants. One of those was definitely the biggest surprise we've had so far. And we're going to explore the beautiful Texas state park that is Lake Casablanca. The surprise for me was how wonderful the people were in Laredo. Everybody was just great. I believe I have some new subscribers just from people I met at the Walmart, and our camp host Ricardo at the campground. It is just really, really sweet people and just so enjoyable to be around. Laredo, Texas is a border town on the Rio Grande. Right across from it, its sister city in Mexico is called Nuevo Laredo. Laredo is one of the oldest crossing points from Mexico to America. The Gateway to the Americas International Bridge has been in place since 1889. 95% of the people here identify as Hispanic or Latino, and many people in the area have Mexican origin, and everyone speaks two languages. Everybody, everywhere you go. Here in Laredo, it's a pretty big deal to be either a border control officer or a police officer. And Laredo is one of the safest cities in the nation, ranked 7th in 2024. Very, very safe city and huge police presence, and the locals aspire to be police officers here. So it's a big deal, and it's really, really cool. And you also have this beautiful downtown area where the bridge is with all the history. Laredo has the largest inland port in the United States, and in 2024 was the #1 port by volume and dollars in the entire United States, and in 2025 is neck and neck with the Port of Los Angeles currently. Laredo is a land, sea, and airport, although primarily it is trucking that brings the goods to the U.S. In addition to her normal laying around, Lilo was up to a few other things this week. It was really hot the week we were in Casablanca Park, and we had one really rainy and windy day, but many high 90s days. Let's see what kind of view Denise has this week. This week we went to a couple of great little restaurants. One is a franchise that we are not familiar with since we are from the East Coast, but there is something called the Black Bear Diner chain which is a really, really neat place. Me and my diners, I had to go see a diner. We had a great time there. Food was really, really good, and the decor is really, really cool. And they had these clever little hot sauces. But the surprise I teased you about, we're going to let Denise talk about a little bit.
So we get to Laredo, Texas, and normally on travel days, we don't like to cook in the camper. So we normally go somewhere to eat. And Aaron's been talking about this restaurant, and he's told in all of his videos, previous videos, about how he likes first name restaurants. So this restaurant's name was Danny's Restaurant, and so he obviously wants to go try it out. So we get there, and the outside of the restaurant looks like a Mexican restaurant. And then we get inside, still looks like a Mexican restaurant. So we were like, well, maybe it's a Mexican restaurant and not a diner. So they give us a menu, we open up the menu, and it has a couple pages worth. Once you start looking through there, it has Mexican food in there, but it also has like diner food. So I didn't know what I wanted by looking at the menu, so I decided to order a margarita, and Aaron and I had chips and salsa. I decided I wanted a grilled cheese sandwich with french fries, so I had my margarita with my grilled cheese sandwich and my french fries. At the end of the meal, Aaron decided he wanted a dessert, so he ordered a carrot cake. So that's our Danny's Restaurant dining experience with my grilled cheese and my margarita and my french fries, and Aaron with his carrot cake. It was a very unique experience.
If you haven't figured it out, we take Texas state parks a lot. We've been very happy with everyone we've stayed at thus far. Casablanca was no exception. When we arrived at the park, there were many families playing, picnicking, kids all over the place, swimming in the lake, lots of fishing in the lake. All the parking lots were full, and there were people even parked along the sides of the roads. It was very, very busy. Now, when we got to the campground, our loop that we were on was the furthest one back, and it was fantastic. There were 4 campers around the entire loop throughout the week, so we were very secluded. There were no other dogs in the area, so going for walks was just fantastic. All of the trails are easy to moderate hiking trails, and they're all 1.5 miles or less, so it was just a really, really, really cool park. This is one of those stops we stayed for a week, but we could have easily stayed 2 or 3. We enjoyed the town just so much. They had all of nice things, easy to get around, and the campsite was wonderful. The park itself was wonderful. We really, really enjoyed Laredo, Texas. I had no idea. I really didn't know much about the town at all. And after getting into understanding a little bit about it and meeting the people, it just made it such a wonderful place. I would highly recommend a trip to Laredo, Texas.